Oh.
So I'm with Sam Friedman. Sam, introduce who you have in the middle before I introduce the beautiful grandma.
Who's this?
Oakley.
Oakley, look up. There, it's Oakley. He was actually born the same day as FuseLive. They share a birthday.
So it is most important that Oakley is joining us. I have Sam Kelman Friedman, Oakley, and Karen Kelman with me today. I'm so excited because it's Friday. And it's a good time to talk fitness on a Friday. And we're going to talk as long as Oakley wants to hang out with us today. And I'll just babysit. You guys talk. Yeah. I'll just stare at Oakley. I'm missing my kids, so I just always want to see kids. But we'll hang out here for a minute. And what I really want to talk about really quick is you are one of those businesses that in March, Sam is in the middle of having Oakley. And I mean, really having Oakley. And,
literally.
And you two, mother-daughter powerhouse team, have to decide really quickly, more than any other business, how you are going to handle all of a sudden this pandemic. As a family, as a mother-daughter, and for the good of your employees and customers. So Sam, why don't you take that one? What did you guys, because I mean, seriously, you were at that mercy a little bit of your mom at that point too.
Yeah, I mean, scary place to be, but good thing. That's why you really have to trust your business partner, right? It's a good thing our priorities are in line and our values are aligned as well. So, it was kind of family and safety first. And, that always translates to our Fuse community. And we're really committed to the safety of our clients from day one. And as this pandemic went on, we just realized that it was going to be a long time before we felt safe to go back. So this little project that we put together on March, 17th, just a couple of days before he was born, while I was in the hospital, which, started and continues to live on FuseLive, where we're going and doing full-length workout classes every single day. Now this is our new business, and it's on an app, it's on a web portal. We've got video on demand. We've got a variety of class types, and we're just committed, as we have been from day one, to keeping our community safe and healthy during this really challenging time.
Well, and I think that, it was interesting because we know in Michigan, there were plenty who didn't keep it safe, and there were plenty who were willing to take the risk and go in. And I think that what was so appreciated by your clients, who they wanted to work out, they wanted to be safe, you wanted to give them the opportunity, and you did experiment as the weather got warmer in Michigan with, can we be distanced? Can we do these things? Can we, be in a parking lot? And the truth is that we live in a community where that only lasts for so long. That's not sustainable in a business model. We don't live in California, and we don't live in Florida. And even the truth of the matter is that it rains in Florida and it rains in, nice states too. And you're smart businesswomen who have to say, like, what's going to be sustainable as a business model, and how are we going to do this? And so Karen, talk about, you went from, okay, we're doing some things in a parking lot, and that's all nice, but really we've got to put this technology to work. And was that scary for you? I mean, you've been in the business for a while, working face to face with people.
It was a really challenging transition for me in particular, because I taught a lot of classes. I taught the most classes between the two studios, and I'm a face-to-face person. That's just who I am and what I do, and form is important. And by some miracle, it translated through the screen. And I think that that's a true testament to our clients and being very open and forthcoming with what they needed and how it felt to them, and us just acclimating to everything. And, you know, doing the parking lot workouts was a nice, nice little reprieve. And it was a nice opportunity to have some touch points, not literally, but figuratively.
Right.
And then we did, you know, we knew going forward, even when some people were opening back up, that it wasn't safe. So that wasn't an option for us. Safety is number one for us. And that's when we knew we had to really pivot strong and go into this digital market full force. And we wanted to make it the best user experience possible. And that's where we came up with the app and the web portal.
And what I like about it, and I will tell you, and I'll be the testimonial, is people wonder when they're doing exercising online and, you know, in this box world, you know, are both teaching and you're anticipating also what people might be doing in their form, maybe not correctly, or you're anticipating sort of calling out and saying, make sure your form is this way, make sure your form, because you've been doing it for so long. And
well, I think that that's a big part. And you know, we're real people. We a lot of our clients are more in my age bracket than Sam. So I know that we've had, you know, the older you are, the more injuries you had, the less your body, unless you're extremely, you know, as fit as you are, certain things don't move the same way. So it is top of mind in everything that we do. And when I share the program with our instructors, and I'll give, you know, 3 different modifications, and yeah, we'll call people out and show from different angles so you can see exactly our body mechanics, because we know that everyone's real out there, and not everyone's body is perfect, and it doesn't work that way. So there's got to be lots of modifications, and people have to be able to understand it.
so before Oakley decides he doesn't want to hang with us, and I think that's important, I want people to understand how easy it is to find you and get to this app, because I think that's really important, and how you can do this. I mean, Karen, you and I did a private training the other day because I came to you and I said, I really want to get into this, but I'm scared. I you know, I'm really honest. Like, I don't want to get hurt. I want to know, you know, this was the open conversation I had with you. Like, I want to know how to use some of the things that you use. I want to know the language. And you saw my space, and it was great because I don't have a big space. I don't have a, you know, and so I want to really dispel that you do not have to have this luxury gym at your home. Sam, you're a perfect example. You are a young mom.
The playroom.
Yeah, I mean, I share my studio with my kids' playroom, which is really what it is. And I take up a little corner of it. And our workouts are amazing because you really don't need much space at all. You don't need much equipment, but it's such an effective workout. It's so sustainable. It's so efficient. And you know, we really admire people who are in tune with their bodies and are apprehensive, and, you know, especially people who maybe weren't part of our Fuse studio before we shut down, and so don't have that foundation. So like you said, you know, you booked a personal training session, which is of course digital. It's over Zoom or FaceTime.
And it was, I mean, I want people to know that Karen was like, you know, position the camera. Okay, let me see. Now turn to the side. And I also want to say to people, you don't need to do that, because both you, Sam and Karen, and your other instructors do give modifications. You know, I chose to go that route. And so that is something people, you know, can choose to do. But I will say that, you know, like everything in the Zoom world, our cameras tilt and our, you know, to show, and, you know, Karen was great because she said, okay, now turn to the side. Now, you know, show me your body. And so.
Right. So we give that option for people looking for that personalized attention. I mean, you can book just I think it's a 15-minute session. For form check, to go over some of our like really foundational moves and make sure that you're doing them perfectly and safely. And that'll just set you up to be successful throughout our workouts. Because a lot of our our movements, they build on each other. So like
Mhm.
once you have the foundation, you know that you can be confident and safe, even if an instructor isn't looking directly at you. And I mean, one thing that we do that's I think very unique to Fuse is like we do talk to our clients like as if we know exactly the moves that they might be doing slightly wrong, or we talk to the injuries that we know that
Right.
that they're working through, and it's a very personal experience. And we are open books, and we're open to questions and comments afterwards, phone calls, texts, and these mini personal training sessions, just to make sure that everyone's feeling as comfortable as they can in this new normal online. And we're really excited to make this our new normal. We think that online fitness is the future. And just think about all the time that you're saving. There's no commute, takes you a second to hop in the shower and get back to your work or your life or whatever it is. So it's just a great option once you take it on and give it that chance.
So there's two other points I just want to make, and Karen and I got the opportunity to talk this morning about this. I'm here in Michigan. My daughter lives in New York. A lot of us in this age range have kids all over. It's a great way to work out with your kids. You guys are a mother-daughter. It's a fabulous way to be accountable in your healthy journey. And so I really want to start really talking about that, because you guys are mother-daughter. You've been on that journey together. And I think like this is, as we are in this pandemic world, we can really be in this accountability of health and check in on our kids. And this is just another way for kids to check in on their parents, for parents to check in on their kids and say, I'm jumping on a class, want to join me? And, say like, oh my God, wasn't that like the most amazing class? Like, how did you do?
Also another way to connect. I mean, in this world of disconnect right now, there is a connection there.
Yeah, nothing makes us happier than learning of, mothers and daughters and fathers and sons and sisters working out together. And even if they're not doing it in real time, one does the class later. And it's just so nice to know that those connections are happening and they're real.
And your friends, I mean, and just your friends, because, Karen and you and I were saying, like, we say like, oh, did you try that new shop? You should go. Well, have you tried the new Fuse class? You should go.
Yeah.
So Oakley, I know, wants lunch and to play with his mom and his grandma, and I don't blame him. So how do we find you? How do we get going? Because nothing excites me more. It's the holidays. Give the gift of exercise, give the gift of health. Do not make a resolution you're not going to keep, because I do not believe in that, but definitely get healthy.
Definitely. So if you go to our website, fuse45.com, the first tab in the menu bar is called FuseLive. If you click on that, it'll take us to our FuseLive platform where you can sign up for a 3-day trial. We offer 2 pricing options. One is monthly, it's $45 a month. And the second, you pay for the year up front and you get basically 1 month for free. So again, there's a 3-day trial, so you can always try it. There's no hassle cancellation within the first 3 days. So if it's not for you, it's not for you, but we really hope that you give it a try. And then another important tab on our website, so fuse45.com, you either click on Fuse Live to get started, or there's a shop tab. And that'll take you to our shop page where you can get basic equipment that'll definitely enhance the Fuse Live experience. You'll also find apparel, really cute stuff like we're wearing.
Yeah.
And gift cards. So if you wanted to buy a gift for a friend, you can do that now. So we really encourage you guys to check out our Fuse Live page and our shop page.
He's on that. You can buy one of these too.
Oh God, I'm going today, but I have to tell you, and I encourage anyone listening, there's lots of gifts that you can give people this year, but there's nothing better than giving a little bit of health. And we're going to be stuck inside. And you don't need a whole lot of space. And I say all the time, I never want to spend anybody's money, but this is a very nominal amount of money, especially monthly, to give a friend, a parent, one of your kids, keep them healthy. That, if they live in a cold space, they're not going outside, nor, I can tell you, do I want my kids in a gym where they can't actually be in a gym anyway?
And one more thing I just want to add on, and it's just a little mindset shift. I like to tell our clients not to think of it just as a workout, because there's a million workouts out there. It's a lifestyle. It's a commitment to you. It's, you know, and we're all about nurturing and making you feel as strong and as powerful and as brave as you can be within that time frame. And that's what you get to take with you. At the end of every class, that's our gift. I mean, that you did this and that you should feel good about yourself. There's a lot of things out there that, you know, pushes you harder and you feel most defeated. This is all about feeling good within that moment and doing the best you can. And it's really the gift of feeling powerful in a time where we're kind of powerless. So
well, I can't. Oakley, thank you for hanging out with me.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
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 Bye, Oakley. Karen and Sam, I love seeing you guys. I love
Thanks,
that
Karen.
Oakley got to
Thank
join
you.
us. Everybody head over to Sam, give the website. I love.
So fuse45.com is the easiest way, because then you'll find our FuseLive tab and our shop tab.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. I'll see
Bye,
you all
guys.
soon.
Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.